Hello, hello. Welcome to another ES Futures Trading stream. Today is Tuesday, what day is today? Wednesday, October 16. We have a very prominent POC, overnight POC. Overnight inventory is mostly short, mostly long. We got settled here. Most of the overnight inventory is above settle, which is an indication that we have long inventory. Yeah. Okay, so quick trade can be here. This can be a continuation of yesterday's break out. Notice where this low is. Value area low, overnight low. I hope you didn't get caught long yesterday. When we were talking, well, the stream was on, we were streaming this area here, these puts looked so far from where the market was. And the market almost get it over here. What I'm watching now is I want to see if the market can come back inside this 2-day range here. I have this breakout, and the breakout is 58.27. I want to move this thing. Oh, how did this is kind of distracting now. What about you? What about you? You're gonna stay there. Look at bonds now are recovering But notice that there are this is huge. I mean, this is not a gap. Okay, this was holiday, right? There's no gap here. It's kind of like a V market here. Can you see? It's very the odds of this comes back all the way to are not that good. Want to see here if you got a gap here in this market, right? You got a gap here, another gap down up here. Tiny gap here. Do we have a gap here? Yeah, have a gap here. Now, look at what's happening with gold. It's back to the highs. This is weird. Crude has been very volatile. Kind of a channel here, and dollar is holding the rally. What kind of markets we have? Ooh. The Dow has looked below yesterday's range, huh? Has come back inside. Close. Look below. This can. Oh, look at these highs. This can be a market to the upside. Russell right there. Nasdaq and the ESR. Oh, okay, this looks like seriously. This looks like a long liquidation here. Not trying to hold this breakout in Nasdaq here below this level here. Below this one here. Let's see if this happens. And the ES. What's going on with the ES? Now. Oh boy. This level here, this low is critical in Nasdaq because it can re-enter this range here. Right where right where yesterday low is. It can re-enter this range. So quite dangerous here in Nasdaq. Yes, we have support in the breakout. All right, now remember we have Netflix today, and sometimes market has to break to rally further. You know, Nasdaq cannot go higher if it is too high. I'm not saying the market is going to go back higher, but we have a big break yesterday. You know, those last 2 days we were talking about how this market was bought exactly from hard back here, and the next day, but it just replicated the same thing. I got short here this day. I took a loss here, right? But the odds that there was something here to the outside were very low yesterday. No, and all of this advance the market had after the breakout, after the market made a new high and did a breakout of this 2-day range, all of this advance has been retraced, all of it. We can say maybe here we may have something like a, some form, like a gap here, like that, or single prints, call it in the daily time frame, that can be shaping two distributions here. We have we have this 1, 2, 3 days up there, up here, and 2 here. Notice where yet this day, this one here, this low is, right? It came from exactly overnight POC. Gap was not closed. And held back here. I was kind of like maybe, one of the scenarios yesterday was something like this, some kind of shape like this, but up here with the volume we had yesterday. Just check this out, how much volume we have yesterday. Very high volume. Relative, I mean, this is low, but relative to the previous days is high, right? Everything is relative. And now we are back to normal, quote unquote normal here. Look at how much volume do we have today, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was another day with significant volume here. Really high volume, narrow. Actually, I haven't. This may be kind of like a narrow range YPOC. There's no day like that. I haven't seen that in a while. No. This is, so far we have an inside day. This overnight was holding this day. Now what do we have here? What do we have here? And look at this. Yeah. Where all started, right? I guess there is. We may expect some when markets have this kind of breaks. Usually, the overnight. Usually, the overnight has some form of, has a tendency to have some downside, some form of downside continuation. Remember what happened up here this overnight? And look at what we have over here as well. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 highs here. These are traders trying to, weak traders trying to, get the market higher. They just get back inside this wider distribution. Right now, the market has not closed the lower distributions, and we have an inside day. Now let's take a look. This one here, remove. What I expected here for this day, we have it yesterday from this trend line. This high here, right? This is a multi-time frame reference here, right? This is last month high. Is it? 10.7. Yeah, this one here. 58.27. Oh, 58.27. Huh. This is August high. This one here. This very unusual gap has been closed in the weekly time frame. Let's see here if this market can get out of yesterday's range in A. Do we have anything here? Do we have anything scheduled? Any kind of news? Mortgage, Treasury Bank? No, we don't have anything. Tomorrow we have weekly jobless claims. Retail. No, mostly, I guess the most important thing here for us is Netflix at the close. Look at that. Nasdaq has taken yesterday's range out. That's a very critical level there. Now I want to see this is a counter-reaction to overnight inventory. Nasdaq, the overnight inventory in Nasdaq was almost 100% long there. Now, those overnight POCs, that's very prominent overnight POC. Those have the tendency to attract the market back and forth. Yeah, there was a quick trade there, and that quick trade was just a counteraction to that overnight inventory. Market look above settled just a little bit. It didn't take overnight POC, and that's short. You know, and the movement has to be fast there. There's no volume today, so quick to take profits there. There's nothing here now. I don't have anything. Guess what traders will be doing today? You guessed it, right? Now, if you are building a position, those movements, when the market has that big movement to the downside, like yesterday, with volume, right? That was the nuance yesterday, volume. We talk about moment in time that technicians, if they keep doing what they were doing the previous days, they will be killed. I believe there were a lot of losses yesterday. You know, you can see, right? You can see who was selling and who was buying. If the market, if the market is willing, if you, there is traders to take lower prices, what do you do, right? I am talking about market dynamics here. Man, I am tired. A little bit. I am tired today. I guess the question is when I am not. Is there a day that I'm not tired? Almost. We have kind of like a 5 more minutes. Is this going to be like previous days? I'm not going to compare to yesterday, but to this day. You know. Now, how things change, right? How things change relative to yesterday. Market has ignored this one here. Now we are in between this closing this distribution or closing this one here. Coming taking and feels, but the market feels has to take this low here and get back inside this range here. Doing that. And the thing is, if the market comes back, can take this low, it will put it very close to this hard back here. And the selling yesterday was very sluggish here too. And let's check the bigs. How much bigs do we have? Bigs. 21. 2094, 21. How much of that has changed relative to yesterday or last week? Still, there's no change there. It has increased maybe half a point. Just a second, please. All right. We have a downside day in Nasdaq. The breaking the break in Nasdaq was huge, man. What happened in Nasdaq yesterday? And that's the difference between Nasdaq and ES now. The market not just took this range out, but also took almost this entire range out. You got 1, 2, 3 days here. I don't know. I have only 1 week here, and now it's trading below this one. It's completely different now. Nasdaq, I mean, the ES is remaining as an inside day so far. Let's check Nasdaq. Yeah, there was 3 days here. And there's another day, and this is a range here. Can you call this a range? I mean, even the entire thing. Nah, I guess I'm trying to make up something out of nothing here, but no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to consider this long inventory here, you know, kind of like a potential trend line here around the 100 maybe. Channel here, and this really long-term trend line here is trading below now. This was the previous breakout. Oh, actually this can be, oh, come on, man, look at that. This was a previous low breakout, this range. Oh boy, I guess this is more relevant here, right? Yeah. This one here. Look at that. This distribution up here and whatever is down here below. Market has to look inside this range, kind of like a get to the center of it. There's some selling coming from the center, and now it's selling from the high. Huh. Maybe the 100 here. This is very negative here. Now the weekly is trending higher. 1, 2, 3 days, and until this low is taken, this is a market to the upside, and the monthly as well, right? Higher. The bigger time frames are trending higher. So maybe here we may have something. What is this? 940, and this is the 100 that I was talking about, right? Maybe the 20,000 can be an even number, but yeah, the 20,000 will put another low just above this one here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe another 5 here around this area here. If you trade Nasdaq, this is still an inside day here. Now, remember the bonds, right? The market completely ignored what the bond market was doing. You have a huge break in bond market, which means the interest rates in the 10 and the 30 were increasing significantly higher. But the market really didn't pay attention to that. The market when the bond market was doing this, the market just boom. Guess what they say? Screw bond market. I don't care about you. And now we may have something, we may see something like this, like getting this market in sync with what is happening out there. Sometimes I feel like I have a lot of screen. All right, look at that. Inside. Oh, come on. Where are you? Are you buying from Hello? Look at that, man. They're buying from Hello here. Gosh. Oh, why have this one here? That's here. Non-revisited overnight here, see. You know what? I don't like these charts. They are kind of like lagging. I'm going to close and reopen. We're close to breakout actually here. And look at where this market is being bought. We have lots of blocks here. The bigger ones are down here. Alright, well, I'm going to close this and reopen. Alright, give it a few moments here. And launch it back. Can you see what the market is trying to do? Hate when this shit happens, man. Now I don't have charts. And this is the thing here, right? We went from a potential counteraction to, and that's the thing that misleads a lot of people, right? These downside movements can be just a counteraction to overnight inventory, which seems like it was the case. Look at that. Uh-huh. God damn it. Stupid charts. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, fuck. You know, you got to see, right, market dynamics here. What the market was trying to do. Very, very. I hate when this happens, man. Fuck. I was actually thinking that today can we have something like we wanted, you know, to happen yesterday. This is the distributions close here, the lower one. The other one is up here. Another one here. Hate this shit, man. Now, task manager. It's not responding. Let's end task. Look at that. Look at this market. Oh, nice. This is very misleading. This is when you have overlay inventory that is long. What the fuck? Okay, come on, feel it. Bitch. Feel the feels, motherfucker. Son of the bitch. Wow, fucker. Alright. I got one. I got one. I got Nasdaq. Mama, come on, you need to come. You need to feel too. Alright, here we go. There we are. Kind of late, bitch. Alright, we're very, very close. Alright, let me see if I can get something here. Very close to do something here. However, let's see if we can come out. If it can. Oh, come on. Nasdaq is back in range. Okay, remember what happened when the market comes back inside range? Now technicians again. What technicians are doing? They are shorting this market, and this is their stop. No one tick on this. Now we have direction in this market. We have direction. The day has a direction now. It's to the upside, right? They try to keep selling. I couldn't take this low. Value is lower. I mean, we don't consider value yesterday because yesterday was a trending day. Okay. Yesterday we have a trending day. I have a bias today that we may have a rotational day today. Remember, the difference between yesterday, so far, right? So far, between yesterday and today is volume. Notice where we had volume yesterday, right? Up here, and where we have it today, down here, right? Can you see this? Here, right? Up here, here. This can be maybe like 10%, 15%, something like that. It's a little bit higher than the day previous to that. Okay, Monday was here. Now it's up here, right? So we have higher volume today, higher volume than this previous day, but lower than yesterday. If there is something serious here, I want to see what happened with these things, right? I want to see volume here and what the market does. Notice the difference in selling, you know, where the market is selling from. Right from the distribution. Now, this distribution here, you don't see the distribution here, right? But I have it marked here because this is a, I consider this, very mechanical selling that happened here in K. It just got one tick from this. I tried another short here, it didn't work, but this you have another one here, right? And then another one here. This one didn't close this one. And all this time I was dealing with this 58 to 40 puts or 45, something like that. Very sluggish here. At least I can't say here. I don't like. Maybe it's too exact. The closing of the distributions are kind of like too exact, right to the tick, right? But that's also something, right? Instead of having five, 1, 2, 3, 4 distributions, we now only have 3, which is better than. I would like to have only 2, but 3 is better than 4. As long as 2 distributions open, remain closed, as long as the market doesn't close those distributions, we got something. Guess what happened? What distributions are not closed? The ones from 10, 11. I apologize for all that noise in the background. This was nice here. This was nice here. I didn't have my screen here. It wasn't very, really. When the second period opened, I did not have my screen. But what you have here is location, right? In this area, the market doesn't need to move that much. Market was trying to take this low, trying to take this low, and gets only 2 ticks close to the low, and we have this significant, very prominent overnight POC, right? And the stop is just, the market gets 1 tick here, that's an out. And why? Because the odds increases now from this low to be taken. Now this low is not that good. This is right from overnight low. It's right this L low, right? Almost to the tick there. Now from yesterday, inventory is very short. It's very short. Probably needs some rebalancing. Let's see what the market does. I'm going to take a break here. Got to eat something. Come back soon. All right. Fuck man, I missed this trade here. Now these distributions have been closed. You have, you know, 1, 2, 3. The market has closed 3 distributions already. Next thing in the upper side is this one here. This one here. Nasdaq remains to the downside. When we have markets, when we have divergent markets, indices have a tendency to be rotational. We have a really higher volume relative to Monday here. I'm checking Monday. I'm not checking yesterday. I have seen so far two trades here. One is a counter action to the overnight inventory, really quick at the opening, no quick trade there. And the other one is this one here. Very emotional already, you know, very emotional already. You can see how large this range is, how big this B range is, right? Of course, the reaction to yesterday's break here. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 distributions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 distributions raised yesterday. 1, 2, 3 have been closed. We have still 3 in there. Right now, upside day, inside day, no, not an upside, it's an inside day. Probably a reaction to yesterday's movement, yesterday's break, very emotional as well. And you know what? Let me do something. Let me put this back where it was. And I have it. I don't like it there. I like it better inside. Oh, as a matter of fact, I guess I'm going to do it in the top. Should I do it in the top? Yes, I'll do it in the top. And put the stream on the right side where it don't bother anyone. Leave my 5 minutes in the up screen. I'm still watching this low here, this area here, but maybe not today. Maybe not today. Not in my shift. Okay? Not why I'm here, or whatever. I don't know what's the expression. Not today, buddy. Not today. Not today. Alright, Marcus back in this gap. Marcus are very visual, yeah. Lots of motion here. Very emotional. Yesterday was a very emotional day to the downside. No, we have the same thing now, but this time to the upside. Very sluggish as well. This kind of movement, you know, when volume is low. Oh, look at that, man. Look at this, man. Look at this. I was going to say when volume is low, this kind of movements have a tendency to stay. Look at that. Look at this. How much has increased relative to Monday, okay? It's not that lower. No, it is. Actually, it is. I thought it was increasing relative to yesterday, a little bit, relative to the previous period, but it remains, it's decreasing actually. But this is catching my attention here. And remember, I'm not comparing. Trading is an art, not a science. I'm not comparing to this day. I'm comparing to Monday. We still have higher volume, not in the same magnitude as yesterday, but still higher. This area here has stayed, has held. I'm going to remove these ones here. Look at that, man. Look at this mother belly. Well, and yeah, because this were inside. This were intraday. This were intraday. Remember there was something here, right? Below this day going high. And that's this gap, this distribution here now. Now, if you check this daily, what the market is doing? The bigger time frames are still going higher, but look at the daily time frame. Let's see the 66 holds here. What is the 66 here? What do we have here? We have POC. I don't know, man. I mean, just look at this. You know, Restream needs access to your X account, okay? And I need to pay X to stream. You know, screw them. You know, I like I like Elon Musk is doing, but fuck that. I'm not going to pay to stream. Who cares about that? Well, let's see if these distributions. This is what I want. I want to see if these distributions can hold. Now, very, very weak now. That's freaking weak there. Now look at where it is. One tick from closing, and what do we have here? POC. I mean, halfback. Daily halfback there. You know, they did the same. They bought a halfback here. They bought a halfback. They are doing it again. Again, this kind of POCs, overnight POCs, and this is another reference to POC. Very mechanical, very low odds. Now look at where it is, man. Come on, man, really? This 2-wide high here has been checked. That was the only weak intraday high from yesterday. Now the same thing that happened here happened up here. Huh. It's a rotational day here. Good also we're going to have a rotational day. We were talking about that. It's an inside day, right? It still is an inside day. Nasdaq is to the downside. There's a lot of buying here that came here. All the shorts that were trying to take this market low, that couldn't get the market low, were removed in B. Now just a moment to remove those shorts, man. Now the longs from B are basically out. If there is something to the upside, at least one distribution would have, at least one distribution will remain. The distribution have been closed now. Look at what happened here, for example. Huh? Still checking this one. I think, yeah, and this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Markets have to deal with current business first. I believe that was the overnight inventory here. That has been cleared. Now we have the market. I would say that we are starting Wednesday right now. No, and happens to be right where the market opened, right? It opened here, and we are right there right now. Look at these reds here. And look at the volume too. Huh? A low volume. You know what? I guess I need. I'm really just realizing here. I guess I need another screen here. I'm getting used to this 40 inches screen, but I just have too much, man. I am not good at keeping information. I mean, the thing is, I don't like, for example, to be watching at this all the time, right? I have this in another screen. I have this in another screen. Above this one, above the one you are watching now. But I don't watch it. I don't watch it really. But I like to have it there available. No, the thing. What do I, what do I have there? This is what I have there. Right? I will show you what do I have here. And this I think is too crowd. I have I have my one options. Whatever I am looking, I put it here on the side of this screen, the one is above. And this 5 minutes chart used to be another one. And I don't like to watch this all the time. Okay, I rather focus in what the market is doing here. But sometimes you have, for example, what do you have here? For example, right? You have a higher market. You have an inside day. You have an inside day. Sometimes you have a downside or you have an upside day, but this is an inside day, and the market is the current actions to the upside. And what I can see here, for example, the shortest time frame, what the shortest time frame is doing, you know, they are short in this market. Small traders are short in this market, but the actions to the upside. What are the odds that these traders are going to move this market, for example? Right? Look at this. What do you think do we have here in this area here? Right? From these traders here, you got stops, 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 stops. Yeah, there's a bunch of stops here, right? But the movement from yesterday was to the downside. They were just coming, trying to short this market, trying to break here, right? They fail. Well, I move. Now we have something here. Well, now they join back here to the downside. Let's take this low. Let's make another attempt and take this one. Okay. Look where value is. Again, this is yesterday. I guess I can consider maybe this distribution up here as a day here, or maybe from here below, right? Nah, just this one. Remember, trading is an art, not a science. I have here is this area, very important to me. It's one distribution on the upper side, one distribution on the lower side. I want to see the market can close these distributions. Right? Closing is the same thing that the market did here. You just close this distribution. Right? And I am playing the day as this, maybe all the way down to here, right? As one day, right? With three distributions. These three distributions have been closed. The market comes back inside the upper one, which targets this one. But what the market does instead of having upside continuation towards this high here, the market just rejects the advance. Has a little penetration into this one, a little one, and then down we go here. Right? Still an upside day. The action is to the upside. All those things are part of market dynamics, what we see here. It is one thing to have a read of the market, right? And another thing to trade the market. Two completely different things. Everybody can, most of us can read markets. If I tell you, for example, what the market is doing, if I ask you what the market is doing, probably most people will be able to describe what the market is doing. Oh, the market went higher and then it went lower, right? But what happened? Well, I would like to dig deeper into those statements. What the market did, what was trying to do, was successful with what the market was trying to do, what happened, with those ones that were trying to do what the market was doing, right? How confident was the market in the movement? Is there anything behind? Can this be a reaction relative to something that happened before? Or is there something in the future that can be having an impact to what's happening now? No? All those things. Include those things in your reading relative to A, B, C, all together, relative to today, all together, relative to yesterday. Okay? And try to zoom out. Try to zoom out to have a better appreciation of the market, of the dynamics of the market. What is the bigger picture here? Right? I giving bigger odds to the scenario of a rotational market here. Maybe something like this. Market going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth here. And up until Netflix. And what time is Netflix? After the close, right? So probably all day long we have this. Unbelievable. Clint Eastwood is 94. Gosh. I really like his movies. Oh, Peru has 4-0. Fuck. Hey, he's live. What the fuck is happening here? Oh, he's flat too. Look at these lows. What is this? No, oh, there was a previous chart here. Man, it's would be impossible for me. I can't trade. No, I can't. And I believe there is something I think here that he would be extremely. He's a very successful trader and a consistent trader. I guess he has even bigger potential he if he will include market profiles. But once you have find your niche, but this is why trading cannot be taught, right? Cannot be teach, right? You cannot teach trading. You need to discover yourself what type of trader you are, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what kind of markets favor you, right? And not to
buying the
trade
Nasdaq here.
only those markets, but to identify what your weaknesses are, right? So you got very careful around certain environments, but we should be able to trade every kind
there it is,
market,
okay.
everyone, because if we don't do
104,
we don't do that, it's going to be very. We really are cutting, right? Cutting short our potential. We have to be able to adapt to all kind of environments. Also, it doesn't mean we have to trade all of them, but we can identify when a market can be traded, when it's better to stay out. He has take. Is this a long? I don't like for example, I wouldn't take any long in Nasdaq because it's a market to the downside. It's a downside day. The action is to the downside, but his time frame is different. But the thing is, he's not just focused on what you can see here, right? Not just here. He has all the bigger picture. He has all the big picture. He has made his homework. That's the big difference between him and most of the traders, most of the people that is watching him, right? He has all this. He has watched these references here. Probably he knows about this high, what's happening here, what's happening in the other markets, what's happening in bonds, golds, all that stuff is in his mind. Look at what's happening here, for example, right? You have a Russell higher, the down is higher, and the action is to the upside, and he's betting for something here. We may have something here. Right? I see a day to the downside in Nasdaq. The only market that is to the upside is my bad. The only market that is to the downside is Nasdaq. His point of view may be, okay, the Nasdaq is going to match the other three. We have something similar yesterday. I guess the ES was out of sync, and they got. I won't say anything like that. No. I don't remember, but at one moment in time, there was something. I guess there was very clear from the beginning. Yeah, the Russell was out of sync. Yeah, the Russell was out of sync. At the end, it ended higher. He's buying here, and he bought the Dow. I mean, the Nasdaq. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, can you see his position is 2100, right? Do you remember the 2100? What we talk about the 2100? That there's a potential, if you extend this thing, that there's potentially something down, something something around that level. And his charts, he trades. Oh my bad. I'm going to take my words back, okay? Because he doesn't trade Nasdaq, but he trades his CFL's contract, CFLs, I believe, or CFDs. Yeah, CFDs. He doesn't trade futures straight. He trades a derivative of this, of futures, differentials. And that's another thing, right? You need to have in consideration here. What? His entrances, he has a big spread. The spread within the buy and the ask is bigger than the one they have in than the one you have in futures, right? I don't know much about this kind of derivatives, right? How they work. If they have depth, I have no idea. The charts look similar, very similar. This is what is this? This is 5 minutes. Is this 5 minutes? What the heck is this? Yeah, this is Nasdaq, right? I'm going to call Nasdaq here. For example, use those 5 minutes. 5 minutes here. Right? Look at this. Huh. Is this 5 minutes? 45, 16, 15 minutes here. Yeah, this is 5 minutes. But they look different, right? Look at where this low, this inside bar is. And look where this bar is.
Nasdaq seems to have
This is an inside bar to the downside. And he has a really nice inside bar, right the center. There.
Found in
Now what the heck is that?
Big push down, big push up, big push down.
Now the next one. No, this is quite different, brother. We're still talking about the same thing?
I like to move my stop loss
these
up
three.
as soon as I relatively can.
Yeah, this is a different. Maybe this is the 1 minute. Is it?
Even.
No, but can you see the difference, right? Can you spot the difference? I mean, it is based on the same instrument, but this is a derivative. And you need to understand that, right? You need to understand, this is his market. We trade, oh, come on. I know why. my bad. I take back all, I am checking Nasdaq. I was checking the ES there. This is Nasdaq. Still, look at these lows here. 1, 2, 3. This is 5 minutes. Oh, this is again. 1, 2, 3. Very different. They look very different here. Is it today? Yep. This is an inside bar. This is a breakout failure. As long as this low. As long as this low stays, I guess if I got something here, this is pure technicalities here. If this low stays, this is a stop here. This is the stop. Where he has put us to his stop, 2064, which would be around maybe like 40 points above this. Low 44, this will be 80, 40, 50. No, man. I got no idea. No. For example, that's for example, right? Many people may follow him and just try to replicate what he does, but it's just a completely different instrument that he's trading. And I got to know, and he has a disclosure. I bet lots of people haven't read that. Just disclosure that he trades CFDs. He doesn't trade futures. I'm not even sure if the name is CFD or CDF. Yeah, contract for difference. Yeah, there's a contract for difference. That works better when you have when you have bias of the direction of the market. Okay, that's the mindset for that kind of trading, and it's completely different to what we do or what I do here. All right, we have an inside bar. We have balance inside balance. D is inside C is inside B. What I thought could happen yesterday up here, I believe it's going to. We may have it down here actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by. I think I'll close this position.
All right. Unless you have any questions here. Unless you have any questions, I guess I'm going to call it a day here. Oh, where's Nasdaq? Is this you? Is this you? Oh, here. I don't want you there. You're very distracting. Something. I guess Jim has his intensive. Has just started his intensive. Jim is an old trader, and I've been following him for a while, and you can see, right, markets are always evolving and traders are always evolving. You know, traders evolve along with markets. We must be able to adapt to changes in the market. The type of trader he is now is different to the one he was last year. It just keeps changing, and you can see if you watch his webinars. He has a bunch of free webinars. All that, and this is the thing. All that he teaches is public, right? It is public, but the thing is, traders don't want. Traders don't wanna learn. They want to know where to buy and sell. He has over 300. Has 20 pages. We want to, I guess, 10 each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, more than almost 200 webinars here. All that he teaches is here, but you can learn here. You can also find kind of like a really nice. You check not this Jim Dalton. Oh, here. I mean, there's another traders who have already gathered a bunch of his webinars from previous intensives, right? This is 9 years ago, for example. But it is here, right? All he teaches is there. What changes is the market. The market changes. Yeah? The principles don't. Right? What you have? You have short-term traders, you have weak traders, we have stronger traders, we have investors. All those are the same. We have unpredictable geopolitical events. We have disruptive markets. We have, you name it. And all those things happen over and over and over. They just repeat, right? But the dynamics remain. I mean, I don't. It is very counterintuitive, right? Because I would like to say, I was going to say remain unchanged, right? But you need to look further inside the statement. Remains unchanged because everything changed, right? It's always changing. And that part is unchanged because it's kind of like funny, right? Everything is there, man. So we have an inside day. What I was expecting from yesterday, it seems like we are going to have it today. We are going to have a narrow profile with white POC probably here. There can be a breakout of this range after market close, either to the upside or to the downside after Netflix. Now, what happened the last time we have earnings? Do you remember that? Okay, this is trading. This is what trading is about. Traders remember what happened before, and that's why we go through cycles, right? We have something that happened yesterday, something is happening today. Something happened last week, something happened this week, something happened last month, something happened this month, right? Something happened last quarter, something happened this quarter. I'm talking about cycles here, all right? Cycles. We have cycles between FOMCs, we have cycles between earnings, we have cycles between quarters, we have cycles between years. And unless we go through all them over and over, we won't be able and linear absorb. Most people want to have something where to grab from, and unfortunately, markets are not that way. We start our journey, and we lead. The sooner we accept that this is an unpredictable business, we don't. The last thing we have here is certainty. We do not have certainty. We always have to risk something here. I believe, from my experience, one of the most important things we have to learn here is to close a trade. Either for a loss or for a win. That's key. It is easy to say it, but it's really hard to achieve that. Because there's a lot of things in between before we can get to that, because there's a lot of knowledge we need to know, or there's a lot of learning we have to do, regarding to markets, regarding to ourselves too. For example, and this happened today, right? This was a quick trade. As soon as the market opened, didn't get this overnight high, this overnight POC, my bad. We have seller, look above seller. That was a quick trade to the downside. And why? Okay, why is the question? Why you may have something there? Where is your stop? What the market needs to do, right? That trade was a counteraction to this. All this trade is trying to take the market higher. They have long inventory here. All this we're trying to get the market higher. And that usually, quite often, misleads traders. I think, okay, we're going to have downside continuation for the huge day that we have yesterday. And if we have something to the downside, usually what follows after this kind of breaks is the overnight, have some downside continuation. That's a tendency, and that didn't happen yesterday. It didn't happen. But on all these things, when you start to see these nuances and put all them together, we may have some idea, right, of one idea of the broader picture here, what we can do, what we need to see in order to keep something open or to close it, right? And the market, when the market comes down here, we saw the market buying exactly from L low. Well, it gave us a big low here, very questionable low, very questionable high as well, right? But at the moment here, the market was down here. The market just couldn't. The market just did not have downside station. The market gives you, if you were short here, like 3 times, 3 or 4 times, 3 or 4 chances to close your short. If you didn't close until the market was up here, until the market took this high out, that's on you, right? The market gave you a lot of chances to close your trade, a lot of chances, but we will not understand why or when if we don't have a broader appreciation of what the market is doing, what this might be, right? What can be happening. Well, and what we have is a lot of pieces, and we grab pieces of information here, there, over here, down here, up there, and when we put all them together, we have something, right? The other important thing to learn is risk. And yesterday, I guess when the market was up here, down here, in this area, we were talking about these options here, and the risk wasn't that much really, right? The market, I guess, was in B here, somewhere in here, right? For that trade to work, or to not work, the market needs to take a high, right? The market could come back all the way up here, or maybe up here, okay, and that's a close. Because if the market gets too close to this high, it's good odds, the odds the market going higher increases, right? But you never challenge that. And how much risk do we have here? That was 3 points, 3, 4 points, something like that, right? 3 or 4 points, just that. That's the difference between trading options and straight futures, right? Because shorting here, the market can come all the way up to here, and that's already 5 points. With options, it kind of gives me some room there, but it is not as easy as it looks. It's really hard, right? I think options are harder. I mean, there's nothing easy here, right? It is harder in the sense that you need a lot of time to have an appreciation for options. I'm not talking about deltas, betas, and all that crap. On all that thing, I don't trade that, because that's, for me, is a mechanical thing. If that would work, what I can do is I can just build a program, right? I can build a program when I have no idea what alpha, deltas, betas, all those things are. But if alpha is X and beta is B, do this, right? And if this happens, do that, right? I can build a program. If I can think, I can build a program. Of course, somebody with way more capital could have think that as well. Could have hired somebody to do that, right? And get a lot of money out of that kind of trading. And guess what? It was done. Well, it was done. And guess what? It doesn't work, right? It doesn't work. In the long term, it doesn't work. You can have huge gains, but also have a lot of losses as well. And the long term, it just doesn't work, because markets are not, talking from the mathematical point of view, markets is not a science. Market is a sum of beliefs. People, participants, people that think that this market is going to go higher. People with lots of money that think this market is going lower. People with way more money even that think it's going to go higher. You know? And the direction the market picks is the direction in which most participants thinks the market will go. Right? That's what happened. This is based on that. You know, trading actions work that way, and there's a lot of emotions in between. The only question of height that was taken was this one and this one here from yesterday. Just take a look at that, right? This was very questionable, and this one as well. Up here, I believe this is solid here, solid selling here that happened. You know, if you have something up here because you have huge volume, you know, what do you do here? What do you do here if you have a bigger position? You start buying, right? You have sell and you start to cover, or do you add? What do you do here? Right? I'm not talking about investors or bigger here, just about short-term trading here. All right. I believe, what time is it? It's 11:30. Wow, how long I was here? Oh, almost 2 hours. Now, unless you have any questions, I'm going to call it a day and wish you a productive day today. Alright guys, have a wonderful day, stay safe, see you tomorrow.